Hey, good morning, everyone. It is quite the view out there in Jena, Louisiana this morning. Well, if you're, 200 and something feet up on the radio tower, you can see that fog. This is what it looks like from above. I mean, it's not that deep out there, but it's very thick when you get out into this fog. Some of the areas now seeing visibilities down below 1/4 of a mile. So be careful on the travel in this morning, wherever you're heading from. It looks like there's fog in certain areas, and I'll show you the hot spots here in just a second. There's one, Alexandria. How about that? I meant to show you Natchitoches. I want to do that. But you can see here, there's the Burger King sign. So the visibility close to zero, not quite, but let's show you that Natchitoches view. Very cool. It looks almost like wintry, like it's like it just snowed and it's really cold, and it's not, but it's cooler out there. All right, let's go back into the visibility, show you those hot spots on where it is not going to be fun to travel, and that's going to be across Rapides Parish, and then out there toward DeRidder, we have that visibility reporting near zero. Visibility is varying widely at the reporting stations here, so it's going to vary widely for you as you travel around. Power outages still about 500 lingering across the area, with a couple hundred in Avoyelles, and I think about 100 or so down in Allen Parish. So we saw a few power outages last night. Most of those are back online now. Saw some big limbs down reported around DeVille, but we actually, just if you wonder, we had a tornado warning. A couple of them actually show up around midnight or a little before. Thank God for Tom Convica. Thank God for my wife. She's up later than me always. I had to get up early and do all this stuff and go to the conference today. And by the time I get up to run in there and go live, Tom's already on. So teamwork to make the dream work. You know how it goes. That man's amazing, and I thank God for him every day to be part of this with me. I could not do it by myself. So power outages out there, but it looks like, from what I'm seeing, we didn't see a tornado reported. I didn't see anything showing up on radar last night and have not seen any reports just yet. A lot of rain once again, so we ended up with a couple of inches at my house, 2.06. You can see those radar estimates, another stripe of 2 to 6 inches. The camera in Leesville measured 3.71. Again, that's down closer to Pickering. So anywhere from 2 to 6 in this stripe. The 6 inches is going to be confined more toward central Vernon and north central Beauregard Parish, Rose Pine, up through Leesville, New Lano, and Pickering. Like I said, heavy rain there. We had 2.06 at the house, and you can see here, that stripe of heavy rain just seems to find its way right across the heart of central Louisiana lately. We've seen some areas with well over 15 inches in the last month. The rain is moving on to the east. The rain is getting out of here, and it's going to stay out of here for a good long time. So some great news for you there. But yeah, it was loud yesterday evening. Some of that thunder was crazy. So 59 degrees at the airport right now, 52 up in Natchitoches. This is the first front. The secondary front, the big one, comes through later today into tonight, and that is really going to cool things off. So we start off foggy. You know that. 62 degrees. Dew points right around the temperature. That's why we're seeing that. 77 at 2 p.m. So it's a little cooler, but a little less humid, but it's not going to be the big cool down. Trust me, though, that is still coming. Here is your system. Here's the wind speeds right now for today. It looks like a light northerly flow or northwesterly flow, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then we have this front showing up. This comes in by later this evening into tonight. This gets to around Shreveport by about midnight, and then that cold front's going to push on through the area, and that's when we see the big time cool stuff. Tomorrow, we're in the 60s for highs. So when I say big time cool, I mean this is overnight lows near 40, stuff like that. It's not going to be freezing. It's not going to be crazy. We still have flood watches down around New Orleans, Mississippi, Alabama. That rain I'm kind of going to be chasing out as I head towards South Mississippi. We have a dense fog advisory over the northern half of the state, but that does not include us here in Rapides Parish. Should burn off fairly quickly, but yeah, you know how it's going out there with the visibilities. SPC outlook for today shows any sort of severe threat's going to be Mississippi and Alabama and to the east, and don't worry, Mom, even though I'm going there, again, I'm chasing it out. So that storm activity is going to be gone by the time I get there, and you can see on Futurecast, if you're planning my route here, that rain, shower, and thunderstorm activity gets out of here, and we are left with a week filled with not much. I see some cool temperatures. I see no rain. Here's your rainfall outlook today through Monday. It's all off to the east, and we're not going to see any more of that in the area. And here's your 7-day forecast. No big surprise. No rain in the forecast. Clouds do return by early next week. We're going to get back up close to 80. I think we have another system come through, and then I think by Thanksgiving Day, we actually get another strong cold front. Could see highs back near 60, overnight lows around 40, and we could cool beyond that. We could see several days in a row in the 50s and low 60s after that, so it looks like after a brief warm-up, we will cool right back down. You're ready for the colder weather? I am too. It seems like it's getting further and further away, but it's not. I mean, it shows up tomorrow. And then I'm heading to St. Louis Thursday, and man, it's going to be in the 40s up there, so I have packed the heavy sweatshirts. But that's what our 7-day looks like. Any sort of outdoor plans should be good if you can get through the mud that we've seen form over the last couple of days here. Here's what we have on your temp outlook to end the month and start December. It's going to be warm to start, so warm to end November, and then again, Thanksgiving Day, it cools off, and I think by tomorrow we're going to see this blue invade as they're kind of averaging things out over a week, and I think things are going to get much cooler. So that is good news for the cold weather fans, and your rainfall that we're looking at down the line. I think we actually get a little more active once again. So scattered storms do return. Will it rain for Thanksgiving? Don't know quite yet. I'm hoping that front clears us out and we just have a nice cool and crisp day. 4 inches of rain in Anacoco. Not surprising. Yeah, you saw those radar estimates earlier. We saw a lot of rainfall across the area. Now we finally get a break. A couple of weeks ago, we'd have been like, oh, we don't need a break, all these burn bans. And again, now we've had 10 plus inches in many areas across central Louisiana. Some saw that out of one of the storms. So no rain for a week, then we get back into a little something. And the thing that I'm noticing here and why I think we've kind of juiced up these last couple events beyond where we thought those might go a little bit. I mean, this one yesterday more than the one before that. We actually had a tropical component of that moisture, once from Raphael and this one from Sarah. So Sarah put some moisture into this system. That is now all moving off to the east and things are looking much better. I have no idea what my schedule's looking like from now through like next Tuesday. I'm going to be live from time to time. I may be live from the conference if I see cool stuff I want to show you. There's not much weather to talk about, so that's good. But Tom will be here to do the evening live updates, and I'll pop on some mornings and just as needed, pop in and let you know what's going on. Have a wonderful weekend, whatever. What is today? Tuesday? Yeah, week and then weekend, because I don't know when I'll see you next. But I brought the whole setup, so I do have everything. All right, have a wonderful day. See you later.